Hey y'all, Sierra here. So I'm here to talk to you all today about manifesting using creativity and scripting or manifestation journaling. So these are the ways that I use to manifest. I either like to do a creative project to get that creative energy flowing, and it allows me to visualize what I want, which for me helps me to manifest very quickly. Or I like to simply just write things down. You don't have to do a whole lot of elaborate rituals and all of that to manifest what you want. It literally can be as simple as thinking about what you want or writing what you want. Now, what a lot of people tend to leave out when they tell you that is you have to have a high vibration in order to manifest things that quickly when you're using a simple method as far as just writing something down or thinking about what you want. You don't have to have a high vibration to manifest. You can manifest with a low vibration. It just may not be the things that you want to manifest, or it may take you a little bit longer to manifest what you're wanting. But the reason why I feel I can manifest things quickly is because I make sure to work on my vibration, keep my vibrational frequency high, and that allows me to visualize, focus on the things that I want, and then see them come into fruition fairly quickly. I have used these methods to change my entire work environment. I was in a very negative work environment. It seemed like everybody was against me. Everybody was, trying to come for me and just create problems and drama. I had the highest workload out of everyone. They didn't want to pay me properly or give me the raises or promotions that I deserved. I was fairly miserable until I started learning about vibrational frequency and how to use those to create the environment that you want. So I'm just gonna again go over the ways that I like to do this. And one way that I like to keep my vibration high is by using my creativity. I like to create things, make things, do it yourself projects. So one thing that I came up with is a vision board and a scrapbook. So it's kind of like having a vision board, a scrapbook, and a manifestation journal in one. So this is the one that I created for myself, and it's just a binder. I basically took a 3-ring binder. It's 1 inch, and I decorated it. So for me, I'm a Libra. I like things to be pretty and look good. So just being able to see something that looks nice puts me in a good mood. So I like to decorate the stuff that I'm going to be using. So this was just a regular binder. I found a purple one, and then I used these, I don't know what you call it. This is what it is. I'm just gonna call it a rhinestone ribbon. That's what I'm gonna call this right here, a rhinestone ribbon. So basically I just used this and I hot glued it to the binder, and then I made this paper flower to go on the top. Now I did detach the paper flower from the binder for the purposes of this video, so that way it will lay flat, so I can show you all what's inside of the binder. But when I detach it, or when I attach it again, I plan on using a command strip. That's the little Velcro things that you put on the wall, so that way it'll make it easy for me to take the flower on and off. So it can lay flat when I need it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that now. So basically this is what the binder looks like. Then I put the ribbons on the top, made the flower, and then glued the flower. So this is the inside of mine. And basically what I did, I bought scrapbooking paper, and I also bought some digital scrapbooking paper on Etsy. and then I used that to create these pages. So if you'll notice on the pages, I have some writing here, and then I have pictures of the things that I want to manifest. So the writing is basically the manifestation journal portion. I like to write I am plus gratitude statements to manifest, or I like to script, meaning I'm basically writing the story of my life the way that I want it to be, and I'm visualizing it as I'm writing it so that it will happen. So that's why I say this is like a manifestation journal plus a scrapbook plus a vision board in a book. This really gets my creativity going. It's a fun little project to do, and it raises my vibration, because anytime you're doing something where you're using your creativity, that will raise your vibrations. So just to show y'all some of the tools that I used to make this, you already saw the rhinestone ribbon. And then you can also get stickers from any craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. See, this one has money and travel related stickers. So if you, I think I have a travel page in there, you can use it for that. And then I also used washi tape. So that's how I created the borders. Let me see if I can show you. These little borders right here, that's just washi tape. And then you also see that I used this rhinestone ribbon as well. This one comes with sticky stuff on the back, so you can just peel it off and stick it. It's like a sticker. This one doesn't come with that. You do have to glue it in order to make it stay. So you don't have to go out and buy something that is super fancy and that costs a lot of money in order to get this done. You can basically just make it yourself and customize it how you want it to look. Let me see. I'm saying a lot, which annoys me. Okay, so also scrapbooking paper. So I got this from Michael's. So you saw that I used this in some of the pages. I believe in fairies. I know some people work with fairies. So you can buy a lot of this stuff on sale. Michael's usually has a lot of sale. Next, we're going to talk about some tools that you can use to manifest. And it's very important to note that these are tools. These items do not actually, the magic, basically what I'm trying to say is the magic is not in the items. The magic is within you. But these items help you to get into a mindset so that you can mentally manifest what you want. So not everybody needs tools to manifest. Not everybody needs tools to manifest all the time. For the most part, I'm able to do it mentally, but we are busy. We have jobs, we have lives, we have children, we have whatever it is that we're working on and dealing with. Sometimes the stuff that's going on in the world does make it hard for us to be able to mentally manifest as quickly as we would want to. So we do need to use tools at times to help us get in the proper mind frame in order to manifest what we want. So these are some of the tools that I use. So I have created a money jar for myself. I use this to create or to manifest money. It's coming apart because I've been using it a lot. And this is washi tape like I showed with the scrapbook. I have posted how to create this on my Instagram and on Facebook, so if you want to know how to create it, I might put some links below to that information. But basically what a money jar or a money spell jar is, it helps you to manifest money. So typically what people do, they'll put ingredients in the jar that are good for attracting money. For example, cinnamon or citrine, or what else do I have in here? I think I have basil, bay leaf. Those herbs in the crystal are good for attracting money. So you would basically fill the jar with things that are good for attracting money, and when you're making the jar, you're making it with the intention that you are going to attract financial prosperity or abundance. You can also pair the jar with a ritual by either lighting a money manifestation candle or just sitting and visualizing what you're going to spend the money on when you get it. I like to write money affirmations and put it in the jar, and then write the same affirmations on another piece of paper, and then burn that paper with the intention that it's releasing blessings, financial blessings, into the atmosphere as it burns. And then I'm also, once I burn the paper, I'm also visualizing myself with financial abundance and prosperity. So that's just how I do it. But the beauty about spirituality is you can tailor it to you and do what works for you. So another thing I mentioned, you can use a money manifestation candle. I do have one that I made, and I have one that I bought. But I've been using them, so I didn't want to put it in this video. But this is an example of a manifestation candle. I actually do make my own candles for the most part, so I did make this one. This one is to attract love. As you can see, I have not used it, but the colors represent love to me. And it has herbs inside of the candle that attract love to you, and then glitter on the top, and then it smells, you know, how I wanted it to smell, a smell that I feel like is romantic. So you can see I haven't used it yet, because right now what I've been using is my self-love candle that I made, and that one is pink. As far as the different colors and the different herbs, yes, there are things out there that say you should use this color for this or this herb for that. I think I had somebody arguing with me online because I used pink for my self-love candle, and she was saying I should have used yellow. Yellow is for self-love. And that may be true. I've personally never heard that. I thought yellow would be more for like creativity or something like that. But I personally have never heard that. But even if that were the case, for me, I don't think about self-love when I think about the color yellow. For me, I think about the color pink. So even if there was some rule out there that said you have to use yellow for self-love, I'm not using yellow because that doesn't resonate with me. What resonates with me is pink. So I'm going to do what works for me regardless of what the rules are or what it says online or what everyone else is saying. So it's important when you are picking your tools or creating your products, do what resonates with you and what works with you. Don't try to just do something because somebody else told you that's how it's supposed to go. This is your manifestation journey. You have to use your mental energy in order to create what you want. So you need to do what resonates with you. What gets you in that proper headspace to be able to manifest what you want. So that's just my little spiel on that. Next we have ancestor money. I do have the one with the Jade Emperor on it, and this one that's it's more Egyptian. I have an ancestor altar, and I do like to honor my ancestors. So I will burn ancestor money. I will light candles for them, and I will give them food offerings. There's people out there that will argue that it works. It doesn't work. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense because we are our ancestors. And again, you have to do what works for you. If it makes sense to you to do it, if you've done it and you've noticed a positive change in your life, as long as you're not hurting anyone else and causing harm to anyone else, do what works for you. For me, burning ancestor money works for me. Honoring my ancestors works for me. So that's something that I incorporate into my manifestation journal. I do believe that they help me with my manifestations. So those are just a few things that I do to manifest. So we had the manifestation vision board scrapbook. We had the manifestation journals. The different jars. The example that I used here is the money spell jar. You can use different candles. I have here a love attraction candle, and you can honor your ancestors. And then I do know that some other people honor different deities or work with different deities. I personally do not do that. I don't know enough about it to venture off into trying to do that right now. Working with my ancestors works for me. And also another thing that works for me is prayer. I pray all day, every day. Just because I have manifestation jars or money spell jars or candles, and I'm practicing spirituality that is outside of the religion that I grew up in, which is Christianity, I still do believe in God, source, universe, divine, whatever you want to call it. So prayer actually does work for me. I definitely don't want to leave that out. And that's why I make sure I include gratitude when I do my I am statements in my manifestation journal. I'm always saying that I'm grateful and thankful. When I go to the store and I spend money on groceries, as I'm spending the money, I'm saying in my head or even out loud sometimes, I'm grateful that I have the money to buy these groceries and that it's already on its way back to me. So there's nothing wrong with prayer. I know some people think that you can't pray if you also do magic, which I prefer to refer to it as alchemy, but it doesn't really matter. So I know I'm going on a rant, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I hope that you all got some tips or some things that you either would like to try, or maybe you already do some of these things. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.